This is the city of Absalom, the city at the center of the world. Absalom is celebrating the Radiant Festival, a 3-month festival of epic proportions held once every 100 years. The celebration attracts all types: tourists, performers, merchants, inventors, as well as unsavory types, petty thieves, gangs, cults, and criminal enterprises. That's where we come in. We protect and serve. We are the agents of Edgewatch.
I feel like if I drink this, I'm going to turn into a Last of Us zombie.
You might roll a 1d100. Well, here's the thing. You can attempt a DC 20 Fortitude save to negate the effect, but only after you roll the 1d100. I mean, I won't tell you what it is. You got to
Why would you
decide.
want to negate the effect? That's a total waste of 50 gold.
True, but maybe you roll a 1. And maybe you're like, I don't want that. Maybe you'll want
1 is you die?
No, there's actually nothing bad. In fact, the way it works is everything is something, but there's no difference. High or low doesn't matter.
There's a few that are kind of awkward and silly, but there's nothing horrible.
Oh boy.
Let me roll my fortitude save.
Oh baby, you smell.
This is where we use our hero point already.
No, it's already. So okay. You drink it. Basil's super excited that you drink it. Basil, give me a fortitude save.
Why do I gotta give? Why is everything happening to me?
You gotta give me a fortitude save, Basil. 32, you're fine. Suddenly, everyone is like clearing a path from Lomag. Like no one wants to go anywhere near you. You become incredibly stinky.
Oh, that's right.
Your sweat is causing severe body odor. It's called stings the nostrils. If anyone comes within 20 feet of you, they must succeed a fortitude save or be sickened or slowed.
Damn, you know what? Maybe we should bring some of this on our next adventure. That's pretty good.
I want to know how long this lasts, because if it lasts, he ain't sleeping in our new lodge tonight. He sleeps out with the dogs.
Yes, well, here's the thing. After a minute, Jason, Basil, you got to do another fortitude save. You're going to have to do this every minute on the minute, because you're never permanently, you're okay. Eventually you will fail, but everyone's just like getting away from you, and
but am I still also fascinated with
yes it? So you can't stay. You're like oh my god, you smell so bad, but I can't not be near you.
I need to understand this terrible smell. What is going on?
That's like the perfect combo. It's like you want to be near him.
I'm an investigator. I need to figure this
I
out
think
for
there's
no one else
science.
wants to be near you because you smell so
it's brimstone.
bad.
Yeah, I think
Lomang has turned
sulfur.
into a walking durian fruit to you. It's like delicious and you love it, but it's so awful.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Well,
I think Basil
noting-
is a philiac of some kind, but I don't know what it is.
Yes, well, noting this, I'm like, I go to the one place that'll accept me, the Goblin Quarter.
I think
See what they think.
even they're just like, oh, what smells so bad? And if we think it smells bad, then it's really, really bad. And that's not being goblinist. That's just because they live down in the sewer. So you smell worse than the worst sewer.
I think you might win an award.
You might win an award. You might actually. If they have an award for smelliest person, you would win by a mile.
Is this Old Woody available for everyone? Like, are people buying it? Like,
Yeah. It's
I mean, that is
rare.
a lot of gold, though.
It's a lot. It's rare. It's
regular.
It's like, what's an expensive drink, you get.
But
But
like
it's
the most expensive.
But it's the
like,
equivalent of the World Fair, so people are coming here for the experience.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's like Cristal champagne or something.
Right. It's something that it's not unheard of. It's pretty rare. It's very hard to find because it's only made in very small quantities. In fact, I believe it's made in A town in the south. What was that called again? What was that town?
Was that Plaguestone?
Oh, Plaguestone. That's right, Plaguestone, where it was invented.
I think it's like fugu.
Some industrious,
like blowfish.
A gnomish entrepreneur. Yes.
That's right, a gnomish entrepreneur. Jason's other character actually helped invent Old Woody. So
One of the people in chat said that things are actually coming up out of the sewer to smell low.
Anyone else? Anyone else want to swig? No. Everyone's quiet. Everyone's like, I'm not going near that thing. That's
Yeah, I've had my experience with that.
You're like, I'm done. Oh, that's right. You had it before. There's the Goldschlager.
I've had my
Old
out
Woody.
of body experience with that.
There is the Goldschlager. Oh, that's right. You had that.
Oh,
one.
you had the spirits.
You had
Yeah.
spirits. You had the
Or
Goldschlager.
no, that was
Lauren's character.
What is the Goldschlager version?
It's the same one except it costs 250 gold.
Oh, jeez.
gotta get the tourists.
That's right. That's the tourist trap version because that's flakes of gold in it. It's exactly the same except that it's flakes of gold. There's no difference. It's like those $2,000 sundaes you can buy, So, all right. Anyone else want to do some stuff, or do you want to get adventuring?
I want to do whatever Lobag wants to do.
I want to get through some adventuring because I want to use this stink against the enemy.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Let's practice up on our dungeoneering.
Okay. Well, by the time you get back, it actually all fades away. It can only last an hour. So
It would have been awesome because then things run away from me and attack someone else. That's what I like.
Well, the funny thing is, if you're in combat, you sweat more and then you stink more.
That's awesome.
And then the beer goggles fade too. Everything fades. You're like,
It's just, why would anyone pay 50 gold for that? I'm trying to figure that out. I'm amused.
There's a chance
It's like-
it's why people put money in the lottery.
Is there anything
Yeah,
that's
it's
good
like
to come of it?
fugu. It's like people who eat blowfish even though it can
Yeah.
kill you.
It's true.
It's like a dare.
because not everything has to be combat, Lobang.
No, but I'm saying, but like, is there anything like that's good on there? Like, you gain the ability to fly for 10 minutes, or
Yes,
Yeah, there's some
There's
good stuff.
permanent
There's good
great
stuff.
things.
there's actually
there-
quite a few good things on there.
are there permanent good things?
Not permanent.
Oh.
There's dragon. Well, if you want, this is the base version. If I made like 1,000 gold piece version, I can make it permanent. There's dragon scales, which is really,
That's cool.
really good. There's
It's like the wand of wonder in a
It's
liquid
very
form.
similar. Yeah. There's like bark skin. There's
For
a whole
50
bunch
gold.
of good
I
stuff.
think
50
there's one
gold
where you can like gain
slot.
speak with plants for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, there's a couple
lot
of
of stuff
those.
that's
But
themed
that's a
with
good one.
like there's either things that modify stats or there's a lot of stuff that plays with like plants and nature and stuff.
There's fizzy lifting drinks where you float. There's my favorite one is I can speak just fine, where you learn you can speak another language, but only that language, and it's not a language you know how to speak. But now you do. There's a whole bunch of crazy ones on there. There's mean drunk, where you get like super strong. So there's a
Nice.
whole bunch of good ones. There's the best one, the moment of greatness, but I won't tell you what that one is.
There's
That
like one of them was like life
That
of
one's
the party where your charisma goes up but your
Yeah.
wisdom goes down.
Yeah,
Like-
there's a whole bunch of goofy ones. Anyhow, actually, and Jason wrote some of these. Jason came up with these.
I think
Nice.
I actually wrote the first draft of most of them and then
Yes.
Mark actually converted them into usable
Correct.
rules.
Jason wrote them, and then Mark turned them into, he gamified them. He made them work within Pathfinder. So.
Nice.
So your body odor is directly my fault. I apologize.
That's right. You stink because of Jason, not
That's all right.
because of Basil. Because of
I
Jason.
accept that.
Okay. Look at John. John's playing with his cat. What are you doing?
All
there?
right, the reason why I'm playing with my cat during the podcast is when she's a kitten, someone trained her to bite. That's the only way she plays. So, like, I can't use my mouse or she'll pounce on my hand. So now I'm trying to wear out her kitten energy.
I was gonna say either that or John has like the most ornate in-house fishing hole.
I know. It looks like you're fishing because you have these big poles. I'm like, is he fishing in his house?
I have bought. It's like that Steve Martin joke. $200 worth of cat toys. It's ridiculous at my house. So, yeah, I'm trying to find something that Kiki likes, and it's not easy. So I'm just getting the energy out. Sorry.
That's all right.
I have a question.
That's
What is this
distracting.
blade of the dark god Norgobur?
Oh, that I don't remember what that
Did we
was.
miss that? That looks like loot.
Nah, I don't know. Let me look.
It's probably an evil thing that we can't use.
It's probably
Otherwise,
loot that if you don't
Dougie
want it,
would use
I'll
it.
take it.
I think
Can't
that
even
was.
use it.
You know what I think that was? I think that was someone put it in the art order and they never got into the adventure. You know what it was? Fake news. There you
Fake
go.
news.
Yeah.
I can't use it, but I can sell it.
I looked at the thing too, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna ask.
It's fake news. Fake
Yeah.
news. Did not exist. They made it up. Sells the papers. People are like, they just did what you did. What's the blade of Norgobur?
Now you know what?
Yeah,
It
it
gives
exists.
a GM the opportunity to customize their own adventure. So go ahead, Steve. Make it up. Make something really good.
Fake news.
Make
All
it
right.
into hand wraps of Vorpal blade. Thanks.
That's right. You come back, you're relaxing, and all of a sudden, a massive black bird awaits on the sill of a window with something attached to its leg, and it's squawking at you. Basil! Wah, wah.
Describe massive. This is a fantasy world we're talking about.
Not as big as Basil, but probably,
Okay.
like 2 feet, like a massive cat or a medium-sized dog. Like it's a big bird, big. It's a carrier crow, but it's very large.
Handle it, Basil. It's one of your kind.
Well, okay. And you said it has like a note attached to it?
Yep, has a
All right.
little letter attached to its legs.
Let's go grab the note.
Grab the note. It looks at you and goes ah, and takes flight away and leaves. Okay, here's what you see in the note.
No tip.
It's on the screen. You can read it, Jason. It's actually easy to see on the bottom is the text.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. How do you read that? Let's see. Bottom.
Well, close it. You can close it, Jason, and then scroll
Scroll
down.
down. Scroll down.
Scroll down. There's the text.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right, agents. The Twilight Four are even closer to their goal than we anticipated. I fear they have already infiltrated the Grand Council, and it seems we may be playing directly into their hands. I will soon be framed for a treacherous crime, and you will also be implicated. The trap has already been laid, and like mice in a maze, we have nowhere to go but into the open maw of the waiting beast. Fortunately, I have had time enough to fashion a hidden blade with which to cut myself out of the beast's belly. You, my dear agents, are this hidden blade. Please follow the attached directions in order to meet me at a section of the infamous Grizzly Fair in the Precipice Quarter, at a remote corner of the haunted carnival called Harrowland. There, we will trick our enemies into believing they have us beat. Then, and only then, will we be able to counter our foes and earn justice for the city of Absalom. Until our belated moment of glory, I beg your patience and your discretion. Tell no one of our meeting. Harrowland, though long abandoned, is the demesne of a cruel killer who may or may not have something to do with all of this. Although we find ourselves trapped like birds in a cage and destined to fall from grace, at least you might stop this depraved murderer and do some good in the process. May the gods grace your path, W.S., who I assume is Winsel Starborn.
Correct. There's also a seal, and you can tell this is Starborn's seal. So you know
For
this
those
is
of you
him.
not up on your Pathfinder lore, Winsel Starborn is the head of the council that runs Absalom. So kind of like the president, not quite a king.
Yes, he's
Or
actually
prime minister or whatever.
Yeah, he basically runs Absalom. He's like president of the world, pretty much. And you've met him before, and you know of him, and he also had his right hand, which is Harlow Dolan, who you've been working with and met. And he's the one who actually recommended you for this. Now, I don't need to tell you, but as an investigator, you're a little worried now. You're like, uh-oh, there might be spies inside the organization.
I know. Well,
Who can you trust?
There's something worse than that. There's something worse than that.
What's that?
There might be clowns.
There might be clowns.
I don't like clowns.
Clowns.
That's right.
It could be a trap.
It could
Killer clowns
be. Could be.
from Harrowland.
Killer clowns from outer space. I mean, killer clowns from Harrowland. You asked what 80s movie this came from. There you go.
Jeez.
Let's go.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
Dougie is impressed with the use of domain, which is a word he had to look up to understand what it is.
I think it's Democity. It's
pronounced domain. I had to look it up. It's a archaic.
Yeah, it's feudal system word.
Yeah. It's a legal word. Seth, do you know it?
What?
The Harrowland.
Demise.
Yes.
It's like Demense.
Well,
MESN.
Google says it's pronounced
It's
domain.
property.
Anyway,
Take
yeah. Yes,
Lair.
it's a region attached to a manor for income. Anyway, I'm impressed. I've never seen that word before.
Really? Actually, I play Crusader Kings. You basically run a vassal system, so that word comes up like all the time.
Oh wow. Okay,
That's
so it's a crazy word. It's pronounced domain.
Now you know.
No, there's no S or anything. It's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I better not comment on Crusader Kings or we'll go into a 10-minute divergence.
It's a fantastic game. Anyhow, Basil, you know a little bit about this place because you're from here, so you know about Harrowland. Do you want to know a little bit about Harrowland?
Would you
Tell
like
us
to
about
know
Harrowland.
more?
So Harrowland occupies a subsection of a much larger amusement park, now called Grizzly Fair. It's supposedly a dread landscape of undead monsters, evil apparitions, and cruel animals. But, luckily Harrowland lies on the outskirts of Grizzly Fair, so you don't have to explore the massive Grizzly Fair amusement park. So only the Wonder Fair.
Does this mean that it's Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park and we're Kiss?
Oh no!
Yes. Take as many of these as you want. You know what? I actually like it's the Escape from L.A. and you're going to the.
No, I want to be Kiss.
Okay, you can be kissed.
Get up and get your grandma out of here. Sorry, dude.
I would love for the boss to be the Phantom of the Paradise guy. That was that was a great design.
Oh,
so yeah, this used to be a really popular, famous park, but it's sort of it's gone the way of so many things. It's just kind of been decrepit, falling apart, haunted, and sounds like a perfect place to meet the president of Absalom. I mean, what could go wrong? Let's head over there, shall we? Let's have some fun.
Oh, do we want to do our pre-buffs now before we go over there?
Or did we do it in the morning?
I guess that's true, right?
Yeah, we're moving at +10.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay, is everyone just got the +10 except for Dougie. Dougie doesn't have the +10. Oh, you gonna take it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
get to
I
go
don't
on
want to
Strider?
slow down the group. Yeah,
Okay,
of course. I can't.
everyone's got +10.
I'm forced to go. Yeah,
Just
I have to
assume
take
you
the
have it. I'm not
+10.
even going to put it
Yeah.
on your character.
Yeah.
You just assume you all have it.
And I got the healing aura. I got the vital whatever.
So you head on over,
Vital beacon.
and you see a... Actually, let me go back, because I messed up what I was reading. So, originally known as Wonder Fair, Grizzly Fair started as an early reclamation project after the earthquake devastated the Pinnacle Quarter. And investigators from Magnamar built Harrowland with the intention of making it one component of the larger amusement park. They thought that the fairground, inspired by cards of the Veresian fortune-telling deck called the Harrow deck, would seem like a novel and exciting idea for people of Absalom. However, when a wave of deadly sabotage caused Wonder Fair to be abandoned and overrun by malevolent spirits, even before it opened, Harrowland 2 fell by the wayside. And there was talk of restoring the park in time for the Radiant Festival, but that lofty goal never came to fruition. So, here you are at Harrowland. So, once a lovely and colorful amusement park, Harrowland has devolved into a sad shadow of its former spectacle. Weeds grow throughout the park. And it looks like the wrought iron fence and the attractions you can see over the fence have peeled and faded over time. Buildings you can still see, canvas tents are also visible, but everything seems to be heavily worn and disrepair. As you walk up, there's a 12-foot high wrought iron fence that surrounds Harrowland's exterior. The gate on the south side of the fence where you have first entered has an enormous sign arching over the top that used to read Harrowland, but the second R and the second A have long since fallen off and go missing. Metal barricades across the gate bear signs warning trespassers to keep out by order of the Edgewatch. What do you do?
That's a good question.
Well, looks like we're not allowed in.
Well, we're the Edgewatch, so
Yeah, I know.
we're allowed.
Like Lomax using his speed, he's running up to the front. Okay,
Right
everyone's
up to the
running.
front.
He's up. Here comes Bad Eye. Up.
If you want, I can jump over this fence and I can open it from the other side.
It doesn't look like it's very hard to open, by the way. From here, you can actually see some of the attractions visible above the fence. Most noticeably, you can see a carousel right in front of you. To the northeast, you see over here a 100-foot tower that seems to be called the Big Sky. And additional, you see several buildings stand outside the fence around Harrowland. There's like a condemned tenement. There's like gambling parlors and a few other things just like all over the place. But those are not part of Harrowland proper. This is, remember, this is a subsection of a larger park. So it's
So
like...
this goes by Scooby-Doo rules, so the first thing we should do is split up. We can cover
Cover
more ground.
Yeah.
Okay, Gomez. That's the other thing. It could be Scooby-Doo. There's no end of the amount of... Let's figure out how many things we can figure this out. So, Lomag, you can see in front of you from where you can see that this is a carousel.
All right, I'm going to go through this gate.
Okay, you go through the gate. And to the east, you can see a 100-foot tower. There's some frayed tents and stuff over here to the northeast. Directly in front of you is gates leading to a carousel. You can't actually see the carousel until you go through the building. It looks like it's built in to the building itself.
Indoor carousel.
Yeah, indoor carousel. And then over here to the west, you see a tall wooden pavilion that's a wall, and it's like 20 feet tall. And over here to the way northwest, you see an enclosure, and it's covered with like brambles and vines and just growth.
Did he say where to meet him here specifically, or no?
Nope. You don't know.
Well, let's. Dougie's gonna check for traps on these doors.
Checking for traps. Not only there appears to be no traps, but the doors are very easy to open. Most of them look like they're about to fall off their hinges completely. So it looks like it's no problem whatsoever to open up these doors.
Weapons ready. Dougie will push the door open with his rapier.
You push the door open, and this is what you see. The structure looks like a squat castle with several towers and an odd protruding metal limbs that resemble feet. The castle's open doorways show its interior. A single darkened room containing a massive 2-story carousel. A sign above the largest open doorway reads, "Welcome to the Keep." And that's where you are now.
Oh, 2 stories. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. So, in front of you, it looks like there is a 2-story carousel. And you can tell, like, there's horses and, benches for people who don't want to ride the horses. Some of them look like they moved at one point. Some are stationary. But, give me perception checks.
Oh, okay. Well, do we roll that, or do you roll that?
You roll it. You can do it.
Stand aside, guys. This is what legendary perception gives you. Oh, no. Dang it.
Yep, that's it. Legendary.
Legendary perception gave you a 30. Lowman got a 35. What did Basil get? My computer's acting weird.
33.
33. Okay.
The most perceptive of us all.
You notice something a little strange, Lowman. You notice that 3 of the carousel horses have been torn out and replaced with very poorly executed taxidermy creatures. They're like spread throughout the carousel. One appears to be a bear wearing a friffy collar. One is a horse with a wooden horn attached to its forehead. And another one is a male centaur with a wide hat and bulging saddlebags.
Ooh.
These are taxidermy. These used to be alive.
Oh my god. That's
This
very
is a fireball situation. I think.
grim and creepy.
And you see there's actually small labels on each of the 3 of them.
I want to check out the centaur.
Okay. You walk over to the centaur, and next to it is a small sign in very mad writing that says, "The Traveler."
The traveler. All right.
Mm-hmm.
What about the bear?
Check out the the bulging saddlebags. That's why you went up there. Yeah.
You go over to the bear with the frilly collar, and it says in the same weird handwriting. It looks like a child did it. It says "The Bear."
And what's the unicorn?
It's a horse with a wooden horn attached to its forehead, rather horribly, and it says "The Unicorn."
Right.
These are in the center, or are
They're
in
all
the
around,
corners?
They're just all over. It doesn't really
Okay.
matter where
All
they
right.
are. They're just here.
I want to check the saddlebags of the centaur.
Okay. You open it up, and
Yes.
it's just bursting with crap in there. What do?
Not platinum?
You
Like, what's the
Scottish.
nature of the
you
crowd?
start opening.
Yes.
All right. You find the first thing you pull out is a bird cage. Next thing is you pull out a frying pan. Now you see like a set of wind chimes. There's a whole bunch of crazy junk in here.
Just
You
for
just-
grins, I'm going to detect magic.
Okay. You detect magic. Let's see what you find. Well, you can't detect magic through the bag, so if something's in there, maybe you have to like pour things out, but it looks like you can't detect any magic in this room or
Well, I'm
anything in
gonna
this
take out everything in the saddlebags and set them on the floor.
area. Okay. That'll take a little while. But you find a whole bunch of crazy things. You find just tiddlywinks and like petrified food and just looks like just junk.
Just
Lots
random.
of junk. But there is one thing of interest you find here. You find a card, a playing card. And it says on the card, "The Juggler." And the card displays a cheerful giant juggling objects, including boulders, an elephant, and a rowboat containing a terrified, tiny, rabbit-headed man wearing fine clothing and a battered crown. I even have kind of a picture of this.
Very strange.
If you give me a second, I'll show you what you see.
All these items together, they sound like a Tom Waits song.
Do you see that?
Yes.
See, a
And
juggler?
that's
Is
a
that the-
card
is it-
from
is
the fortune teller deck, right?
The Harrow deck, which is where this whole place is
It's a
based
Harrow
on the
deck.
Harrow deck.
Yeah.
And that is what you see. The only difference is that inside of the rowboat is you see a tiny, terrified, rabbit-headed man wearing fine clothing and a battered crown.
So
And
it's
that-
not
and
that's
that-
not exactly like this picture.
It's exactly the same except for that one thing.
But that's and that is magic, right?
It is a little magical, yes. It's part of a Harrow deck, as you know, actually does have magic on it. So, but
What-
a Harrow
what's
deck.
what's the significance of that card in the lore of the Harrow deck? Like with the
I don't know.
Do we need a roll? What was
Dougie
the-
is going to do a knowledge check for religion, occult.
Okay, give me a second.
I'll do a cult. I got all the occults.
Give me
I
a
bet
second.
it's like a deck of many things.
Yes, but are you trained in occultism though?
I'm gonna roll just for fun.
I'm trained, by the way.
Okay. Yes. Wait, who rolled?
I did just for fun.
Yeah.
18. Oh, pfft, yeah, Gomez is like, let me see. The Juggler is the chaotic good card of dexterity. It represents destiny, deities, and those who play with the fates of others. There you go.
I like
Now,
it.
individually, these cards don't have any magic. Only when they're combined to a single deck does the magic work.
Do I know any significance with the Harrow deck with the rabbit character?
Yes. I'll do a little check. Let's see. Yes, there are supposedly semi-common Harrow decks, and even they're semi-rare. But supposedly there's custom-made Harrow decks. Hardened Harrow decks are called. Incredibly rare and very powerful. And you're pretty sure that this is part of a hardened Harrow deck.
Mm.
Bum bum bum.
We need to collect all the cards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're collecting all these cards.
Is that what you meant?
Nice.
That's exactly what I meant. Out of curiosity, what are these alcoves? These 4 alcoves? Do we get a description of those? What's in those?
Oh, this is the tower. Like this whole building was made to look like a small little keep, and those are the towers of the keep.
All right, so they're just decorative.
Everything's decorative. That's right.
Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing to go in there and look
Nope.
at.
Nope.
Well, I guess the next thing to do is closely examine the unicorn now.
Okay. You closely examine the unicorn, and other than the fact that it was very poorly stuffed and taxidermed, you find nothing.
Okay, we got a bear, a unicorn, a centaur, and what was the fourth one?
That's
There
it.
was only 3.
Oh,
And there was
3.
one more thing that Basil sees that Lomang left behind because he was too interested in the card. You see a potion, a magic potion.
I'll go ahead and try to identify it,
Okay,
as I know many things.
you know things man was not meant to know. Oh yeah, you know what that is. Greater potion of flying.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Dougie should get that. He's the only one who can't fly.
True.
That works.
It
That
gives
makes sense.
you a fly speed, and it lasts for 1 hour, and allows you to fly for 40 feet. Very good.
All right.
So
give it to Dougie.
what's up in here? Like,
Wait,
looking-
40
looking
feet
up, what do we
high
see?
or 40 feet as moving?
Speed.
Speed.
Oh,
flight.
wow.
There's not really any height restriction on flight.
Yeah, but the problem with flight
unless
is,
you fall from that height.
yeah, so flight, the way it works is you do have to always spend 1 action. This is how they balance it to keep flight going. So, although you probably don't, if you get that, it allows you just to fly, and then you can. But you still have to spend an action to hover. Basically, you can't just unless it's an 8, you can't just fly. You have to.
You have to make
flying.
a roll too.
No, it's free. It's free.
Well, you have to
Just
make
do
a
it.
roll for certain things in flying.
It's sometimes. It's pretty streamlined in this edition, to be honest. So, anyhow, who wants that potion?
I'd say give it to Dougie because I think everyone else has a means of flight.
Yeah, I can fly.
He's
my
the
own.
only one who doesn't fly in this party.
If you fly, you die, Dougie.
Yeah, he's too heavy to fly.
That potion's worth a lot of money.
Worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's what you find. It looks like everything else is garbage, by the way. There's no other magic.
I'm gonna mess with this horn. This looks artificial. I think it's something that might be in that horn.
It's made out of wood.
I yank it off.
You yank it off, and you're
I know.
like, and the whole piece of the forehead goes with it. You just scalp the poor horse,
Yeah, like
and
this
then you
is
see all the
abomination.
stuffing and other crap in there, and you're like, ugh, this is disgusting. It's wood. It's literally a wooden horn that was attached to a horse to make it. Look
I'm gonna
like
cut
a
it open
horn.
and root through the stuffing.
It's got to be a wand, that horn.
Okay, you cut through the horse, you just rip it open, and and some of the petrified guts come out, and hay and stuffing and other things to make whenever you taxiderm things, and there's wires in there to hold it up, and oh, it's just grisly, man. It's just grisly. Although that's the bear. You find nothing inside of it other than
All right.
dead horse.
What's this little door to the south of me? Is it just another door to the outside?
Is the horn
just another
spiraled? Is the horn spiraled, or is it like a simple spike?
No, it was carved. It looked like someone spent time in.
All right, Dougie's gonna take that horn.
Take that horn.
I'm gonna take that horn.
All right.
got
How about the bear? Anything? Oh, the collar. What's up with that? Let's take that off.
You take off the collar. Okay. It's just a frilly collar.
Hey, you want to check this for magic?
I would assume that detect magic would have picked it up if it was magic, but
There's no magic.
All right. And in close examination, it just looks like junk.
Yes, although Gomez is figuring something out.
Hmm?
There's a lot of different cards in the Harrow deck. One is called the Bear. One is called
The unicorn.
the Traveler, and one is called the Unicorn. In fact, these look very similar to the cards now that you think about it.
All right, have we ripped open these stuffed animals yet?
Well, we've ripped open the horse. I mean the unicorn. I'm going to rip open the bear next.
Okay. The bear, other than it having a frilly collar, it looks totally like a bear that was stuffed like the horse.
These cards have to be somewhere, though. There has to be.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What about this door to the north?
Basil, do you have any investigation powers that, like, when you're looking for a specific item, it leads you directionally to it?
I mean, not
Is that
really.
just people?
Not exactly. I mean, I have an ability that basically lets me set in a target of an investigation, and it just generally gives me pluses when doing checks against that investigation, but it doesn't give me a specific direction or anything.
Okay.
What about the second floor of this carousel? What's up there?
It's just a 2-story carousel, and there's just more of the horses. It looks
Okay,
like
nothing
someone,
unique.
whoever tore out the horses, and it looks like they were literally torn out, and these 3 were installed. The rest of it is exactly the way it always was, and it just looks like it's.
Someone's going to be angry at us for doing that.
Someone's probably not going to be happy. Someone put a lot of work and effort into putting those things together, but you find nothing inside the torn up bear.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like taxiderming a sentient creature is an act of evil. So
Dougie is going to check this door out that he's next to.
That door leads outside.
Say that again? I can't hear you.
That
It leads
door,
outside.
it leads outside.
Not the double doors. The one
know.
that... All right, he's going to go out this door.
Okay, you go out the other door. It looks like the front entrance, that's how you enter, and then those little side doors is how you leave. So it looks like there was a north and south entrance, and then that's how you got into it, and then this is how you left the...
You guys went out the wrong way. You're supposed to exit to the side doors, guys.
Yeah, you entered, you exited through the entrance, guys.
You want to
So-
go back
I want
and
to check out this over to the
I'm
left.
very
There's a lot of
sorry.
stuff. There's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, okay, Lomang. Okay, cool. You walk over, and in front of you, a tall wooden pavilion shelters a freestanding wall about 20 feet high. The top of the pavilion bears the words, "The Avalanche." The sheltered wall stands almost, but not quite vertical. Several leather loops and wooden knots provide handholds and toeholds to climb the wall, but many of those now support a number of rag-clad corpses.
Oh.
A lever protrudes from the base of the wall.
Like
So,
actual corpses?
Yes, it is a wall 20 feet tall filled with corpses.
what
Jeez.
protrudes?
What
What
in
leather
the hell?
protrudes from the
It looks
wall?
like this is a climbing wall, and there's like a lever, and it's called the Avalanche. It looks like people would like climb it, and then it would shake, and you like try to get to the top for fun.
Where's the lever?
The lever
The base?
is right here to the northwest of the wall.
All right, stand back. I'm going to mess with this.
Jeez.
Yeah, which
This
one of
is
these
ring
corpses is
bell
actually
for trouble.
an actual undead?
I'm going to pull the lever.
All right,
Okay.
standing by for combat.
I'm getting my sword cane out. Just
Okay.
I got a bad feeling about this.
All right,
I
you
think
move
this
the
might be
lever.
a bow situation. Look at the.
Okay.
Oh,
How far do you move
yeah.
the leather?
Yeah, you
lever?
do.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna
60
get my
feet.
bow out instead.
I'm going to move it one notch.
Okay, you move
Although-
it, and you just move it a little bit, and the bodies eerily shake as the wall is moving when you move it down a notch. It looks like it can go pretty far. Looks like there's a lot of levels to this.
All right, let's ramp it up.
Okay.
Level 2.
All right, you
It
go
won't
all the
take
way.
level 2. Don't
Do
push
level
it so
2,
hard, Lomang.
and they're shaking more. They're shaking more. A body or two starts falling off.
She'll fly apart, Captain.
I'm hoping like coins fall out of the pocket. All right, let's shake it all the way.
You shake it all the way. The walls like, and all the bodies come tumbling down onto the ground.
That's good. Now we can investigate.
And that's it. And it's still shaking, but
All right, I
they're
turn
all
it
on the
off.
ground. There's just a pile of dead corpses and bodies here.
Do we want to do a little detect magic? See if we can find another. See if maybe there's another Harrow card. See if there's
start
kind
with
of
Yeah,
that.
let's line them up here, and I'm gonna turn it off, and then
Were the cards magic?
yeah,
Okay,
it's like-
they are at
were.
least
Yeah, that's
weekly
right.
magic.
That's right.
I mean,
They
they
Yeah, they're
don't. They
magic.
can't do anything unless you have a whole deck, but they are generally magic.
Yes, they are magic. Basil, you detect
Can
some
I
magic.
can I read their aura and get how the magic item works?
Yeah. You can detect.
Well, detect magic's a little goofy in second edition, just
Yeah, it's
because it's only kind of directional. So you kind of have to do this thing. Vanessa actually kind of popularized this in one of our other games, where you kind of divide the room into half and divide the room and cast detect magic, and then divide and further subdivide and cast.
Well, that's because you were low level. At higher levels, you can get more detail if you do that. At higher level, you can actually find out more if you detect magic. I'll just give it to you. It doesn't really magic. It's just transmutation. That's it. That's all it is. Yeah, you see, you get something.
Oh, right.
That's
At
similar.
fourth level, you can actually pinpoint the source.
Yeah, and you see another piece of magic and similar size, and it's in the pockets of one of these dead people.
another card. All right, what is it?
Do you go for it?
I'll produce it. Yes.
You reach in, wedge between its arm and torso. You see the card. I will show you what it looks like.
Do we know how many cards are in the deck?
A lot. I think 52.
Oh my
I think
God.
it's like 54. I think it's
Wow.
a
Two
couple
Joker.
more cards than a normal Harrow deck or a normal deck of cards.
This is the Rashaka.
Oh,
This card depicts a dapper, crocodile-headed man drinking tea while sitting on the back of a crouched, servile figure. The servile figure looks like a short, rabbit-headed man with fine clothing and a battered crown. He looks just like the person from the other card.
Yee.
Rakshakas are rough.
All right, so if we put these two cards together and we examine them, and I consult my occult knowledge, can we figure out the magic item and how it works?
Well, a Harrow deck is traditionally a fortune-telling deck used by Verashian soothsayers. They actually don't have magic. Only the rare versions have magic. And in fact, now you see them, they're made out of like metal. They actually are very thin metal plates. They're not only just cards, they're actually, that's how they've been able to survive, is that these things are super tough. You believe that these cards themselves can be used as weapons, and they're like gambit. You can throw them as darts, and they can then be recalled back to you.
And what's the mechanism for recalling them back?
Well, you can't do it, but you need the whole deck. So each of these cards does nothing by themselves. It only works when the deck is intact. The
They
magic
call
is
that
useless.
boomerang.
Yes, it's just a command. So you need all the cards, and as long as all the cards are near each other, you can issue a command, and they will all gather together and form the deck. So
Nice.
basically, you take the deck and you just throw the cards as you would, and then you can just call them all back, and they just come right back into the deck. Now, there could be other weird magic associated with Harrow decks, and you've heard weird stories of people going on adventures and getting caught inside Harrow decks and doing all this other weird stuff, but that's outside your realm. And you know that these things are just, they're bad mojo, man. These things just do, it's like the old Woody of Harrow decks. It's, you never know what they
It's a
can
deck of
do.
many things.
Yeah,
but-
they can do a lot of things.
So I tell everybody this, and I'm holding the two cards, and I end with, yes, bad mojo. Basil, you better hold this.
Oh, okay, sure. Basil's not a big believer in bad mojo, so he'll hold on to it.
The bodies otherwise are, they don't have anything on them. They're all dead.
They're not
and
identifiable.
they're all
really.
corpses. And from what you can tell is, it looks like these were just normal commoners, and some of them are even like teenagers and stuff. It looks like
So we
these
have
are
a
just
murder.
vagabonds.
It's a murder investigation now too. So.
Yeah. Looks
Oh
like
yeah,
these
yeah.
are
How
vagabonds.
old are the bodies? Are they like decades old, or are they
No,
like a week
couple
old?
weeks at most.
Eee.
Oh,
Looks like it
That's
happened during the fair. Looks like anyone who wandered in here didn't obey the sign and got killed, and then put on the wall for display.
Oh, maybe it's like. So wait, is it like, is that plausible? It's like a classic case of teenagers daring each other to go to the haunted house and getting what they deserve.
yes, that's what it seems like.
100% yes. You couldn't have gotten it more right if you tried.
Characters in a very
You must be
familiar
this
movie.
tall to survive this ride.
Yes.
Let's
Oh,
check
this
this
tower.
tower.
There's a very cool tower. The tower is
Check
cool.
it out.
What tower? What tower are
This
you
one
at?
over here.
Over here being where?
Yeah, you're too
East?
slow. You need to get your
Right
your
here
launch
to the
ready.
there you are, right here, tower. So in front of you is this is pretty cool. You see a giant wooden tower, and at the top it says the Big Sky. This wooden tower rises about 100 feet into air. Despite its apparent age, the structure appears to be in very good shape, with an exposed wooden staircase, stained by weather, but still very solid. A sign above the lowest stair reads, "Step up into the Big Sky." That's it.
All right, I'm gonna step up into the big sky. How about that?
Okay. You go in. Okay, so when you go in, you can see that steps wind around the interior of the open tower, going up to the top level. As you walk in, you can see that weather has mostly torn away the scenes painted along the staircase of the middle, but it looks like the lowest level is you're moving through kind of like a cave system. You keep going up.
Wait
Yes.
a minute. Wait, it goes up and down?
No, it just goes up. I mean, well, yes, stairs go up and they go down, but it's like you can climb up it and then go back down it. It's
Okay,
A spiral, right?
it's a spiral. It's a spiral.
Okay. I thought
Yeah.
it might be two sets of stairs going up.
No. They're not that sophisticated. I know what you mean. It's like one going up and one going down. It looks like there was enough room though. So anyhow, do you keep going up?
Yes.
Okay, you keep going up. At the middle levels, after you get about halfway, about 20, 30 feet up, now you seem to be portrayed ascending a mountainous land.
Cool.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. You keep going, you're up to the near
I'm
top.
going to occasionally cast Detect Magic as we go, just to if there's another card hidden
Sure.
around here somewhere.
You keep doing it, just nothing. The levels near the top show you standing beneath a large sky with sunlight shining down. And do you get to the top?
Sounds
Yeah.
nice. I'm getting my potion of flying ready.
Oh, it's 1,000 gold.
Well, we don't
There you
want Dougie to smack on the ground, though.
All right, you get to the top, and at the top, you have a platform that's like 15 by 15. You can look around, and it provides an excellent view of Harrowland, Grizzly Fair, and most of Absalon. At the very top, though, you see a tattered canvas covering a wooden side at the very top, and the sign seems to be about 5 feet by 5 feet square. And underneath, barely legible in faded paint on the canvas itself, you can see the words "New attraction coming soon," but that's all you can see. Otherwise, it's just a beautiful view. And you look around, you can actually see to the northeast, there's all these like tents and stuff. It's like, call it kind of falling apart. Way to the northeast, you can see there's actually a roller coaster of some sort.
Ooh.
To the northwest, there appears to be an overgrown outdoors enclosure. You're not sure. The rest, let's see, to the north is a small building. To the northwest, there's another building. Right in front of you, there's another building, and it looks like it's a giant sand pit inside of a castle. It literally looks like a big sand pit, like maybe 100 feet by about 40 feet tall. And then there's big buildings, and it looks like that is like a theater of some sort. You're not sure. And then, of course, there's the big top itself, which is way in front of you. But that's way off into the front, to the north. So,
Can we sketch out a map from our vantage point?
yeah, I can give you one later, but for now,
All right.
Yeah, I'll do that later.
And there's nothing else up here. Where's our card up here?
Dougie wants his card.
Yeah.
I know you
There
want your
may not
card.
be a card. This may have been just This may have been here so we could get like.
I need to get my ticket punched. If we get 10, then we get free ice cream.
That's
Yes.
true. No, you need 56.
Yeah.
The only thing you see
Do we get an achievement?
all you see is, other than the cool thing, is this. The words "new attractions soon appear," barely legible in faded paint of the canvas covering a 5 foot by 5 foot square sign. That's it. That's all you see.
The sign says that? What's the sign say?
Yeah, it's underneath the canvas. You don't know.
Okay, I'd like to remove the canvas and look
Yeah.
at the
Reveal the sign.
You reveal the sign.
Dead body.
Unlike the rest of this, where are you, low man? Get back on there. Unlike the rest of this, because the sign's right here to the north, you see something that looks brand new in fresh paint. It shows a massive horned devil plucking laughing people from a high tower and tossing them into its enormous mouth.
Hmm.
So you're
Oh,
like, oh,
it's
cool.
Iron-
That looks like a
Iron
that looks
Maiden.
like a fun ride. And then
I
as you see
I make a
the
comment.
sign-
I make a comment. Lomang, relative of yours?
Mm-hmm. Could be.
And then as you see the sign, the devil manifests, rising itself out of the sign and appearing and flying on powerful wings.
Yay!
You see a devil in front of you.
Roll for combat.
Flying devil. You're all 100 feet up in the air on this 15 by 15 foot platform with a devil flying right next to you. And it goes first.
So are we finishing this battle in 10 minutes, or is this a cliffhanger?
This is the cliffhanger.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Just because Dougie's going to forget next time what he has in his hand, he is going. Oh, this monster goes first. Dang it!
It goes first. It
I'm
won by
the
a
first
mile.
person. I'm going to quaff my potion of flying.
Oh my god. Okay, well, you don't get to do it yet. Let's see. What was its modifier? What did it roll? It rolled a 15. It's a plus 28.
Oh
I
my
rolled
god.
a 5.
You rolled a
of course.
5. I
Of
think Gomez
course.
rolled a 3. Lomang rolled a 10. And Basil rolled an 18, but
Oh,
Why
can
is he
I?
why is? Oh.
Can I do my battle cry just for fun? It's like when rolling initiative, demoralize an observed foe as a free action.
sure.
And I enter my stance,
Sure.
but it's not my turn.
Sure. Do it. Do
I
your
don't
thing.
speak devil. I do speak orc though.
How do you not? Oh my God! You're no devil.
There,
I
make
get
it so
my
you
devil
can see a lot-
mask.
There, I made it so you guys can see a lot more.
Oh, that's so much better.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize it did that. Because you're at the top, so basically you're fighting in that little thing. What did
And,
you roll?
and
I can't
my
see.
devil mask adds some points to that.
No, I actually have that built in already. What is it? What did you roll? I can't see it.
34.
34.
34?
Yes. No.
34
Yeah, I rolled a 7. That's not good.
against its will?
Hey,
Yeah.
use your hero point. We've got a. You're not going to use it.
Oh my God! Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Jeez, that's very
We have
much
10
cheesy.
minutes to use our hero points.
All right, use your hero point. Let's see. In that case, I might have to kill you.
Oh
that's
my
even better.
God.
That's even better.
What did you
You
roll?
rolled a
30.
Oh my
30?
God.
Yeah, 30.
Oh
that's
If you
my
good.
critically fail, does anything happen to you?
Nah.
Are you sure?
I just look like
He
an
gets,
idiot.
he gets, he
He
gets
just laughs at
boosted.
me.
Double checking. Intimidated. Is it intimidating glare? Is that it?
Intimidating glare is allowing me to do it without having to roar at him. I could just glare at him.
No, it's
But,
demoralized.
But it's demoralized.
There's nothing. It doesn't do anything. You
Yeah,
look at
yeah.
it, and he's like, "Please, goblin, I eat your kind as an appetizer." Hey, cousin of yours, Lomang, devil.
I know. I may have to choose non-violence with them then.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, maybe we should negotiate.
Could negotiate.
Yeah,
Create a
well,
deal.
We'll
Well,
see how that
The
goes.
picture makes that kind of unlikely since
Yeah,
the whole
this guy
feed-
gets
Yeah,
a turn
equal
before
to him.
us. We're gonna
Let's
see
see
how
what he-
negotiating.
All right, fair enough.
Oh wait, I got a picture of this monster too. How about that? I got pictures of everything.
Well, the monster is so damn big, you don't almost need a picture. But I love pictures.
All right, hold on. I'll show you a picture. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Yep.
That is what you see. a flying devil with huge horns, 6 horns sticking out of his head, and it's wielding a spiked chain with an axe on one end and razor sharp spike on the other. And look, it's got cloven hoods just like you, Loman.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I
Yeah.
think you're related.
Yeah, he looks like
Wait,
he's
where
in
did you-
negotiation
Where did
stance
you put
right
this?
now.
Oh, you put it in the thing.
Yes.
Oh, here, Lomang. Here's the time. Here's the time for you to reveal your mighty wings.
He's just a handsome little man, ain't he?
He's a handsome little boy. And
We
then
will
he's-
all take flight.
Devil.
Oh, I know. A fight in the air. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, that's
I'm
when you
okay
all
with
die.
just feather falling to the ground and then shooting arrows at him.
Yeah. It's gonna be an interesting fight. Welcome to level 14. That's all I'm gonna say. The fights get very complex.
It's out of our league, maybe.
This is the easy stuff. When do you get to the hard stuff?
I can run very fast now.
I can hold my breath a long time.
You just need to get him underwater.
Yeah.
well,
Wow. You could actually.
Is there
run.
a dunk tank anywhere around here?
You are so fast. You could actually run all the way down the stairs and leave, and be halfway to the exit on your round. That's how fast you
Don't give him any
Believe me, I
ideas.
already did the math.
He's already like, okay, let's see, I can move 65 feet per round, not even per round, per action, and it's 100 feet up in the
I
air.
could go even further if I just jumped off the side and then use my catfall and just take whatever half
Oh,
damage. And
God.
run away.
It's like 25 points of damage or something, and then just run away. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a devil. I mean, it's a devil from the pits of hell. Believe me, I know more than all of you how terrible this is.
They're
Well,
not that bad.
maybe you could trade recipes with it. Maybe you guys know each other, have friends in the low places. Who knows? You're like, are you part of?
Except I'm good though. Like I'm good aligned.
He's gonna hate you even more
I
then.
know.
Cornigon. I went to college with a Cornigon.
Are you from
Are you from the New Haven Cornigons?
Yeah. That's exactly right. You're like old Waspy. You're like, oh, I used to summer with the Corgigons back in the Hamptons.
Heck of a tennis player he was.
Yes. Not much of a golf game, but I will say that he had an impeccable tennis game. Very, very nice to
Also
Corgigons.
frightfully good at canasta.
Oh, yes. We play canasta. Mahjong on the weekends. Enough of that silliness. You're gonna fight the handsome devil. You get it?
Yeah.
Yes, I know you got it. Very good. All right.
I have healing stuff ready. So.
Is he actually handsome? What is his charisma score?
Let's see.
More than mine.
Oh my God. Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
22.
Well,
Really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
He's kind of a handsome devil.
You're kind of like,
magnetic.
you're like,
magnetic
he's gonna
personality.
kill me, but I might not mind him killing me.
But he's
Maybe I deserve
gonna
it.
do it with a certain flair.
Yeah, he's like, he's got some flair. I don't mind dying to this guy, if I'm gonna go out.
Very gentlemanly fashion.
It's actually one of his
Crazy.
lowest stats. That's the scariest part. His strength
immune-
is
he's probably
his
immune to
strength is
fire.
a mere 26.
Oh my
So,
God, he's stronger than me.
yeah,
I didn't think there was anything stronger than me. I have a
it's
20.
a plus 8 to his strength. So have fun with that.
Oh my god.
Welcome to high level. You're officially in the high levels, 14. That goes up to you're now past the mids. I think 13 is the last of the mids. Now up
Wow.
to high.
All right.
Things get really fun. But all right, people, thanks for joining. And
All
next
right.
week you're going to see what high level combat's like, and see how quickly Seth gets to use his new staff and save someone from certain death.
Yep.
It might be sooner
Excellent.
than you think. You
All
know
right.
what he can do? He can grab people and drop them. Oh my God, will that be fun?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
what if they can fly? Not a problem.
Well, good thing you got that 1,000 gold piece potion you're about to drink.
Oh, it's gone already.
1,000 gold, doggy.
Gone. Glug, glug, glug. You know what? I'll tell you what it tastes like, and you can imagine it.
Can't you just drink like half of it or a third of it?
I don't know. It's better to be safe.
As he drinks it, Lomax sees the flakes of gold that are embedded in the
Ugh.
potion. You're like,
Very
no!
upset by
He's
that.
drinking
I'm
away
glad
my
I got it
fortune.
out. Oh, this is a good thing to have out. This is a perfect item to have out.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, Agents of Edgewatch. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com.